I came a long way, you know. And certain people around me, they would spark that. Like Jihad, he was somebody who really, pushed me to be creative, and he sparked that in me. Lex, like, she saw that I like to write songs and stuff like that, so she like, we need to go to the library and get on the beat ourselves. Like, we need to make a remix ourselves, and she was a great singer. It was some nights, I don't know why I'm getting emotional thinking about it, but like, some nights we'll be out smoking, like once she got off work, and we'll just be singing our butts off, like singing to the top of our lungs. So that was somebody. And yeah, like, I didn't know why I was feeling this way up until I moved here. When I moved here, I ain't know nobody. So like, I was on BLK, trying to find friends, trying to find dudes, trying to find girls, like just trying to find something to spark me. And I found a few people, but like, I was so emotionally unavailable, especially like after losing my dad, both my dads. But when I lost dad too, I shut down. Like, I got a great job at FedEx overnight. I was doing something I'd never done before. I was an operations admin. It was like working behind the desk, working with all these people, dispatching truck drivers and stuff like that. But again, I just knew at this point, I'm 21, I should be working. I still live with my mama, I should be working, blah, 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 blah. So then I thought that I met my igniter on BLK. I met somebody. I'm gonna just keep his name out of it for now. But I met him, and it was like a extreme connection right away. At least for me, like, you know, when I met with his eyes, I'm like, I need you. Even when I seen him on the app, like, I was the one who pursued him, you know. And then once he got my number, he pursued me, and he like cash at me some gas money to get to him. And so I'm already like, oh, he moving different. He moving different than the dudes I've been with before. And it was funny. And so we kicked it for a while. We hit it off the first night. You know, I ended up staying around him for like 3 days. Because again, I told you I was looking for somebody to ignite me. And I felt like I had found it. This person was very intriguing to me. You know, it just seemed like that's where I needed to be. This what a party at. Like, this what a. But it could have also been like a mix of, his own magic, his own power, his own energy, maybe energy he uh, collected too from other people, other women he had been with. I wasn't that far into it yet, so I didn't think about it like that. But it could have just been a collection of things. So whatever. So then a few weeks into it, or like a few months into it, he's showing me his music. I showed him my little rap track that I made back in Chicago. And he was like, you can do better. Like, I know you got more than that, and this and the third. And I was like, yeah, well, it was just like something fun that I did. And I want to record because I had a great time. So we ended up trying to record again. And it was just I usually don't just feel comfortable coming out and like rapping for people or making rhymes or singing for people, but I think singing is the easiest one. But when it comes to like uh, verbalizing my thoughts and making them sound cool and shit, I can do that in my head, but it's hard to do it when like somebody's watching you or somebody around you, unless they got that energy to where they like, you can tell they totally supportive of what you got going on and non-judgmental. I feel like I couldn't get it out. I couldn't let it go. I didn't know why. Like the beat was playing and stuff was playing in my head, but I didn't feel comfortable to say it or do it in front of him. And so I started to ask him, like, would you consider writing for me for a little while? And he's like, no, like, I won't write for anybody and this and that and the third. So he gave me a beat, and I just said I would do it on my own when I got alone. But I didn't. Like, I would try, but it was like I couldn't. I was tapped out. And now that I look back at it, I could have, but I wasn't preserving my sacred energy. I wasn't preserving my sexual and creative energy. I was giving it, I was giving it to him. And he wasn't necessarily in the space to reciprocate. Maybe because he was giving it elsewhere and I was being naive and not thinking like that. Or maybe that's just how some people operate sometimes in certain forms and settings. But I couldn't do nothing creatively. I started feeling tapped out. Like I would have fun with him and I would get excited when he would act on his creativity, but when it came to me, I didn't really want to verbalize how I felt, or I couldn't, or I didn't feel comfortable. I ain't want to cook around them. I ain't want to sing around them. I ain't want to talk to people on the phone around them. I didn't want to be perceived by them. And it was sad. I would sit and I would be bored every day. Even though there was like much to do, like I had a car, brand new to Orlando. It was many things I could have got into, but I just stuck by his side. And so it all went back to my codependency. So now that I'm on the other side, I'm just saying all this to say that you gotta tap into your own power. You gotta know when enough is enough. You have to open your eyes to see the factors of, okay, why am I not sparked up like I should be? What can I do to bring that energy from myself? What's stifling me? What's making this hard? And I feel like once you do that, it won't be as simple as coming back right away, but more of your gifts will start to come out over time. I got cat hair everywhere. My cats be out there. But more of your good juju, as my mama like to say, will come out over time. So you just have to pour into yourself. You got to tap back into what you used to like to do as a child. You got to love yourself. You got to give yourself grace. You got to reserve yourself. You don't got to go out and give your energy out to friends and people and family all the time. You can pour that into you, until you feel full enough to be able to pour into somebody else. So I know this was long. I honestly was aiming for a 7-minute video, but I hope you got something from this. And I hope you have a great day. I love ya. Peace.